This is not meant for children. This is a conversation overview of Night of the Zodiac Part 2. That's it. That's what Kappa want me to say, and I'm done with that. Now let's get started. Hello there, my name is Rachel. The first time you see my channel, I usually review cartoon series, anime series, also be completely random, and today it'll be Night of the Zodiac Part 2 or Season 2, or let's face it, it's just all complete Season 1. Besides that, this first episode, Part 2, convinced me why I love the Zodiac, why I started watching the Zodiac, why at the very beginning, back in the 90s or 2000s, I think it was the 90s, where they're trying to show the original Zodiac, how and why you should love this, because it really shows how all the characters, all the knights really are not evil. They're just scared. They just use politics to describe their own fears and beliefs, because this is why the show is so good and interesting, because each character, even the most minor or despicable character, like, I don't know, the Night Crow, you see him in the middle of the season 2 or part 2, that how he's despicable, kind of evil he really is, but at the very end, he is doing his job. He just appreciated what he does, besides loving his job. He's not against anyone, he just doing it. That's what the knight supposed to do, follow the order of the sanctuary. And that is interesting, because you could see many different layers of each character. Even the most minor ones give a sort of impact, not impact, respect to each character, because in the end, they are knights. But it doesn't mean this season is perfect. Not really. It has its own flaws. I think one of the biggest flaws of this part 2 is the fact I think it needed at least 2 more episodes, because some of the characters kind of betray other characters, try not be very specific if you're not seeing the series, so not ruin you anyway, to give sort of impact. That happened to me twice. There probably 2 characters that I won't mention, that they are interesting and they make good commentary who they are and why they're doing this, but the portray the other person feels sort of rushed, but it makes sense because they only have a limited time to tell that type of story. And that it's sort of kind of sad you didn't have more episodes to flesh it out. But to be fair, the original Night of the Zodiac didn't have a lot of episodes. They do a ton, but they have to sacrifice canon to make things more interesting, because the original manga wasn't finished, so they don't know what they were doing exactly, how to pull this off, not to piss off fans. And this one is now reverse. Instead, changing the canon, you stay with the canon, but you change certain character or certain events just to make it interesting and fresh. And that is worth sacrificing. Well, depends on you. I can tell you yes, but you probably disagree with me, because let's face it, what happened to Sean? Sorry, I said the name wrong, forgive me, but he was a guy who turned the girl, and that question is, it was justified for this season, and I can't answer that because Sean is not yet fully developed. You know who she is, you know what she does, you know the relation with the, not Falcon, the Phoenix Knight, and you understand that, but you're not yet centered on her character, so I don't know how much they gotta develop or change. And that is sort of interesting and sad, because I can see why the fans was disappointed of this. Besides this, one thing that really stands out this season, another thing that awakened me watching this series, it's Destiny. Destiny is plays a huge part of this show, that Athena, the goddess who supposedly saved the world but she fails, that everybody attempted to kill her, the woman who is human, who is a goddess, is afraid because she doesn't understand herself, because she doesn't know she is the real goddess or someone else, or someone who has special abilities just because she's special, and that sort of confuses her and scares her, and she doesn't know if the knights were to sacrifice for their own health for her. And that is interesting, because you see the other characters willing to do anything to protect her, because there is their job, their destiny. And that question always kind of plays around with it. We're doing the right thing, maybe she's not the one, maybe she is the one. Usually you are kind of tired of seeing this type of shows, but Night of the Zodiac does something interesting. It lets you sort of see a character development, not a character development, a what's the word, I'm so sorry, my mind is sort of rushing on so many things. More like a character study. You see her struggling, you see her allies falling down just because of her. Her grandfather died because of her. And that kind of feels that sort of guilt, that question. She will break down soon or later, and because she's human, not a god. And that is like a time bomb ready to explode. And interesting to see how the rest of the knights looks at her. They're trying to calm her down, trying to please her, trying to figure out, yeah, maybe we doing the wrong thing. Maybe we should do this. You love how the team dynamic not really prepared for any of this, because you know they have trained but not trained as a team. So you see that sort of struggle to understand in how each character deals with it. Not in deeply, but enough to see, yeah, they have their own problems, and hopefully they do get a focus on the next season if they get it next season. Of course, if you don't, you still have the last versions of it. You could go back and watch it. Besides that, that is why I think I love this series, because it does give you so many things interesting. You also how the power dynamic, how they show what's the difference of bronze to a gold to the silver power there really is. I wish they do more a deep dive of the power dynamic. I mean, really explore and explain what's the huge difference to give us more of the impact. But I sort of understand why they couldn't, because I limited of episodes. So once more, it's something they kind of sacrifice something to make something work. So yeah, I had to sort of deal with that. But the action that does not disappoint. The strategy fight style does not disappoint. The characters, well, most of them not yet disappoint. We're about to find out, hopefully in the next part, if it's popular enough or the fan base forgive it or give it another chance to see how they feel. I don't know, that's what I thought about this part too. Everything is sort of not yet perfect, but enough to see, yeah, I like the adjustment. I like the sort of changes they did. But once more, that's my opinion. You completely disagree with me, yeah, I'm okay with it. In fact, I asked you, did you like this? Did you actually watch it? Do you think this was worth everything that changes, even the CGI to animation to CGI, in other words? I'm fine with it because I'm really not that picky of animation. Yeah, I'm sort of Injustice just do not give me really bad, I mean horrendous animation or CGI like Berserk, the last version of it. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you see the last Berserk reboot version, that was terrible CGI. That was clunky. Was never clunky. Was satisfying because the CGIs helped to make the action more fluent, more impactful, and executed properly. I got nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.